Lack of education and awareness about parasitic infections are the missing link to many of today's ailments. Whatever your sickness is currently, this is a result of inflammation in the body. This overgrowth of candida, this fungal overgrowth turns parasitic. Oftentimes bodies are infested from the bottom of the feet to the crown of the head. I kid you not. I would venture to guess about 99.9% of the population of the world is infested with parasites, and this is why the veil never gets lifted for many, many souls. To heal your body, you need to increase your vibrations. Learn to increase your vibrations. The key to healing is through frequency and through vibration, just like Tesla told us. I'm going to try to break it down clear and concise in this video, so please stay tuned. I understand that most of the people that really need to listen to this are probably going to tune it out after 4 or 5 minutes. Therefore, I will do a series of shorter videos regarding this for the masses because I want this message to go forth. But a majority of the people are going to tune this out. Of course, not my subscribers, but people just tuning in will tune this out because of a parasitic condition in the brain. These parasites are literally controlling the way that you think. You don't have a sweet tooth. You don't have a craving for toxins and chemicals. You don't have a craving for pasta and starches or ice cream. You've got a parasitic condition. In my opinion, all forms of sickness and disease come from two things: parasites and pollutants. Pollutants in the form of toxins, chemicals. It's raining down in the air that we breathe, and it's time to wake up to this. The world wants to sell you candy. Welcome to the candy shop. This candy is going to fuel the parasites. What you're currently eating, the parasites love. You say, well, I did a parasite cleanse for a couple of weeks and it worked pretty good. No, it did. First of all, it didn't kill them all off. And they came back. And when they come back with a vengeance. It's very, very hard to kill off all the larvae, all of the eggs. This is something that I'm very, very familiar with and very, very passionate about. So I really want you to stay tuned into this because this is a large part of healing the body, is ridding the parasites that are within the body. Please know that in the healing stages, this is not the first thing that you try to tackle. This is one of the last things that you try to tackle because this is one of the hardest things to completely remove. We're exposed to parasites all day, every day, from the air that we breathe. We've got to really work hard to protect ourselves from getting infected in the first place. You know, you can do a parasite cleanse and then your dog can lick you or your cat can lick you. Your spouse can kiss you and bam, you've got parasites again because this is how the parasites are transferred. You open a doorknob behind someone, or you touch a door handle behind someone that didn't properly wash their hands, and bam, these have been. And then you rub your face, you rub your eye, you put your hands in your mouth, bam, you've got these parasites. People don't realize how easy it is to transfer parasites to one another. And this is the reason why I'm very, very protective. I really guard myself to prevent this type of infection because I'm awake to the veil's been lifted for me, and I'm awake to the fact that my body is a temple. The kingdom is within me. and I know not to defile my temple. My body's pretty clean. It took me a long time to rid my parasitic state. Please know that I was eating all raw and juicing and living a very healthy lifestyle, but I still had parasites. See, I ate for years and years acidic forming food, processed food, packaged food, radiated food, microwave food, poisonous food. All of this food, genetically modified food, all of this food acidifies the body, and the parasites love this food. They love the food that you're feeding them, and when you're trying to remove them, believe me when I tell you that they will pull out all the stops to tell you to stop doing it. They're going to say, oh, well, you've done so good today, so go ahead and have that ice cream. Go ahead and have that pasta. Just a little treat, and then you can go back to the healthy lifestyle again in the morning. This is how they're going to literally control the way that you think, because they've been controlling the way that you think for a very long time, and you think I'm making this up, and you need to research parasites and what parasites do, and how they recently discovered that there's a divine interconnected fungus between all the plants in the forest, and they communicate through this fungus, and this is how the fungus is communicating through your body too. See, every part of our body communicates with another part of our body, and a large part of the healing process is dumping the toxins from the liver. A clean colon and a clean liver is the key to longevity. The key to longevity is to restore the gut flora, to dump the toxins from your liver, and to clean out all of the sludge, all of the calcification, all the putrefaction in the colon. The colon is filthy currently. I guarantee it, and I mean no disrespect with saying this, because my colon was filthy. So don't even begin to think about ridding the parasitic state permanently if you're not willing to change your lifestyle to going forward to continue to do this, because the parasites will come back. Oftentimes they never left in the first place, because oftentimes it takes months and months to rid this parasitic state. I'm going to try to break it down real quick for you and tell you how we can effectively rid this parasitic state. But you want to start, how you start doing this with any issue, with any ailment that you've currently got, any sickness, any disease. Invest in a fully masticating juicer. The trillion of cells in our electric body are malnourished. They need nutrients. They need minerals. And we get that when we break the cell wall open and we extract the phytonutrients in the live enzyme form. This fuels the cells instantly. This is what we need. This is what the cells require. To heal your body and to detoxify your body and to rid the parasitic state, you need to give the digestive system a complete break. I know I've said that before, but I'm going to keep saying it because this is the key to healing. You're not healing now because your digestive system is constantly working to get the amino acids out of the food that you have consumed, never to get this out, because it has all oftentimes been cooked out. We're combining 4 or 5 different foods that aren't enzyme compatible, and we're expecting our digestive system to do the work on this. And a lot of times this sludge will back up in the colon. We're not excreting out all of our waste, and this sits in the colon and putrefies, and the parasites feed and multiply off this. This is food. Oftentimes if you notice, usually someone's gas has a certain scent, but sometimes it's often worse. Like water to the eyes, bad. You got to leave the room when somebody passes gas, and it's not normally like that. Well, I'm going to tell you that this is not you, that this is the parasites inside you, because they are having their own flatulence up inside you, and then this is coming out of you, and this is the reason why it reeks so bad. If you have horrific body odor, if you have eczema, if you have diarrhea, chronic constipation, any kind of gas or bloating, any type of digestive issue, I'm going to tell you, you've got a parasitic condition. If you have excessive early bowel movements, if you have abdominal pain, mucus in the stool, leaky gut, leaky gut is just the food putrefying in the gut. Acidosis, all of these things are a dirty colon. Our colon is interconnected to every part of our body, and if one of those little areas of the colon, one of those little nodules, becomes compacted with sludge or calcification or putrefaction, this is going to affect, this is the reason why you're going to have eye, ears, and throat problems. You say, well, what does my acne or my pimple have to do with my colon? A lot. Because if your colon is toxic and dirty with parasites in it, you're going to have inflammation. This is the reason why I'm so passionate about this, because your sickness and your disease now is because of these parasites in this dirty, compacted colon. If you have nausea, hemorrhoids, burning in the stomach, bloody stools, chronic fatigue syndrome, please know that the central nervous system is directly in communication with these parasites, because the mucous membranes that are attached to every cell in your body are inflamed and parasitic. Many skin disorders, dry skin, dry hair, brittle hair, hair loss, allergies, pretty much all allergies, in my opinion, is a parasitic condition. You're not allergic to all these divine oils and fruits and vegetables. You've got parasites that are causing you to be allergic to them. Itchy nose, itchy anus, itchy skin, hives, allergic reactions to food, crawling sensation under the skin, rashes, weeping eczema, swelling, sores. If you have mood and anxiety problems, this is the toxic metabolic waste produced by the parasites that attack the central nervous system, and they cause mood swings, nervousness, depression, forgetfulness, unclear thinking, restlessness, anxiety, slow reflexes. You don't have a chemical imbalance in your brain. You don't have depression. You've got parasites. Work to rid the body of the parasites, and you're going to feel a lot better. I guarantee it. Start juicing. Start consuming zeolite and diatomaceous earth in the beginning, because this is going to rid the bulk amount of parasites in the gut. Continue with the juicing, and then get deep into some specific herbs that I'm about to break down for you. Any kind of sleep disturbances, the physical presence of parasites themselves are a nuisance to our body. The body reacts to them during periods of rest. This in turn produces insomnia, teeth grinding during sleep, bedwetting, drooling while asleep, multiple awakenings while you're sleeping. This is all parasites. And please know that when you're ridding the body of parasites, you're going to have some healing reactions. And I'm going to try to break it down for you where we don't have very many of these, but you will have some of these. And my recommendation to you, because these parasites are going to tell you to step away from this, my recommendation is to continue to press into this. Do not listen to the mind tell you to stop getting healthy. It will try to tell you this. Silence this. Silence the chaos and the confusion, the fear, the worry, the doubt. Oh, this is too harsh for you. You can't do it. No. I don't want to hear it, and that's what you need to tell yourself. You're not going to hear it, because you're on a mission, and this mission is clear, and you're going to learn to raise your vibrations and get healthy. The highest vibration is love. When we silence the chaos and the confusion in the mind, we can heal our body. Your body will tell you what it needs when the colon and the liver is detoxified. The flora is balanced in the gut. Your body will tell you what you need. Don't listen to me. Certainly don't listen to anybody else out there telling you how to rid parasites or what to do. There's probably a handful of people that really know how to rid them, and I would recommend reading Hulda Clark's book, Cure for All Diseases. I believe she talks about parasites on around page 340. She goes through a specific regimen of herbs that are good to rid parasites, and I also love the zapper. These zappers and these Rife machines are wonderful for ridding the body of parasites and keeping them gone too. I love my Rife machine. You can set it to a certain frequency, and this frequency is known to target parasites. And if anybody needs those frequencies, I'll be glad to share them with you, because I have a frequency list book. I can tell you that 0.13, 0.95, 322.50, I mean, all of these are going to target the parasites, different parasites in different areas, and the ones that are the hardest to remove are deep, deep, deep into the tissues. Into the cyst, into the lymph nodes, and we've got to really work hard and continuously to rid all of the parasites in the body. But I guarantee when you do this, the veil will get lifted for you. You can't rid all your parasitic conditions and not have a decalcified pineal gland. See, all of this goes together. We've got 13 vibrational energy vortex. Some people call these chakra. Chakra is simply a Sanskrit word for wheel or vortex. We've got 13 major energy centers in our body, and these all have to be open. They all have to be flowing. The pineal has to be secreting this divine essence from the crown of the head to the bottom of the feet, baby, and back up again. And we need to retain the oil in the body. See, we're expelling all these oils currently, and this is the reason why there's so much sickness and disease. We're constantly trying to break down food in our stomach. The digestive system never gets a break. This is why we're sick and we're diseased. We consume poisonous, toxic food. You know, research Acrylian photography and wake up to the fact that these foods, these live foods, literally carry live vibrations, okay? This ginger with his gingerols, by the way, ginger's antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiparasitic, will raise your vibration. Start a juicing program with a basic juice blend as outlined on this very channel. Apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, beet. And start to include more and more ginger as you detoxify. The reason people don't get the full benefits of ginger with his gingerols is because they're only doing a little sliver here and a little sliver there. No. Start juicing loads and loads of ginger. I'll go through this amount. On certain days, I'll go through this amount in just 2 juicings. I mean, that's a lot of ginger, but I love ginger. It's one of my favorite roots next to the turmeric. I love them both. I love to combine ginger and turmeric. Always combine your turmeric with a healthy fat like coconut oil or black pepper, or both, because the piperine and the black pepper acts as a enzyme catalyst for the curcuminoids in the rhizome of the turmeric in the curcumin. And this is going to disperse. It's going to stay active in the body. By the way, the turmeric and the ginger is going to work on a whole nother level for your body after you rid the parasitic state. Please know that this is the last thing that you need to focus on, is getting these deep, deep parasites. Don't start getting healthy tomorrow and start taking wormwood and black walnut, green holes, and cloves. And if you're not willing to incorporate the whole healthy lifestyle to go along with it, because they will come back. These parasites, these pesky little buggers, I mean, they're not playing around here. Oftentimes they've lived within us for years and years, 20, 30 years sometimes, you know. Just think about all the prescription drugs, all the toxins, all the fluoridated toxic water that we've consumed and put in our temple. And the parasites have been feeding off of this for a long time, and they're going to get very, very angry when you start to slice them and dice them with the diatomaceous earth. And then you hit it with phenol-type essential oils like clove that helps to open up the receptor sites. Clove does it all, baby. It's a high vibration. It's higher than frankincense vibratory-wise, and this is the reason why I love clove. And then you can layer the clove 15 minutes later with the terpene, a monoterpene, a sequiterpene like frankincense. I love to do clove first, and then I'll layer the clove 15-20 minutes later with lavender, frankincense, myrrh, helichrysum. These are the repairing, stimulating, regenerating generating oils. Clove gets in there first and it helps to open up the receptor sites. Clove is going to help to rid your parasitic condition. So in addition to taking it orally, I love to apply it topically, and you can also diffuse it in the room. We need to be diffusing lemon in the room as you're ridding your parasitic condition. Lemon is antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial, antiparasitic. Lemon diffused in the room will raise your vibrations. It'll put you in a good mood. Very emotional oil, good for depression. It purifies the air. It kills airborne pathogens and bacteria. We need to be diffusing this in our children's rooms to boost their immune system and help protect them from getting sick. You know, the air is toxic that we're breathing. So get some plants and some live vibrations. Get some beeswax. Beeswax helps to ionize the air. Currently, I am diffusing. Well, I think my diffuser just stopped. But here in this little diffuser right here, I have peppermint and frankincense and lemon. And I usually put a little leftover slivers of lemon in my diffuser because it's all about the oil and the peel. See, this is the reason why we need to be juicing the peels of our lemons for our parasitic condition, because the peel of the lemon is going to help to take care of you. This oil and the rind and the peel, of course, organic only. We're not juicing toxins. And please know that most of the time this organic, we have to worry about this too, because our soil in the earth is dirty. So to heal our body, we need to all become farmers. You can grow your own ginger. You can grow all of these divine things. There's no excuse for not getting healthy. You can grow this in a relatively small space. I'll do a video sometime on that in the future on how we can grow ginger, because this would be a great way. Matter of fact, I may just save this one to grow, because look at all the little legs that are shooting out. Look at all those little rhizomes that are shooting out of that. That would grow a lot more ginger, that one piece there. So I may soak that tonight and just plant it. Anyway, let me get into it. If you have weight and appetite problems, parasites live undetected by their host. They rob the body of all essential nutrients. That you're getting tons of nutrients now, and these parasites are taking them from you. You say, well, no wonder I can't heal my condition. I'm juicing and I'm eating all raw, but I still feel real tired and real depleted. Well, this would be because of these parasites that you never really took care of. They are stealing and robbing your nutrients. They get some nutrition from the food that we eat, and we are left with the fats, the sugars. Many overweight people are infested with parasites. They stay hungry, which leads to overeating. It leads to overeating because of the parasites. Depending on the type of parasite infestation, many people are malnourished. They can't gain weight again because of the parasites. This is why parasites cause weight gain, long-standing obesity, loss of appetite, or uncontrollable hunger, eating more than normal but still feeling hungry after, inability to gain or lose weight, muscle and joint complaints. Parasites travel to almost every soft tissue, including the joints and the muscles, where they cause cyst and inflammation that is commonly mistaken as arthritis and muscle pain. I believe parasites are highly, highly undiagnosed. Instead of the regular blood work, they need to split the white blood cells open and tell you what's inside them, because there's no nourishment in these white blood cells. We have no immune system built up to fight any oncoming inflictions, because the blood is toxic and dirty, slightly more acidic than it should be, because we're consuming acidic forming foods. The toxins from the parasites can also pool in the joints and in the muscle tissues, causing muscle pain, joint pain, muscle cramping, numbness of the hands or feet, heart pain, pain in the navel, pain in the neck, thighs, shoulders, arthritic pains, and a fast heartbeat. Blood disorders. The parasites get the good vitamins, including the iron, so this oftentimes leads to hypoglycemia, anemia, acidosis. All of this is parasitic conditions. If we have sexual and reproductive problems, when our immune system is weakened, caused by parasites and their waste. You can also experience male impotence, erectile dysfunction, PMS, candida albicans, yeast infections, urinary tract infections, cysts and fibroids, menstrual problems, prostate problems, and water retention. Other health problems caused by parasites may include, but are not limited to, excessive saliva, unclear vision, if you have blurry vision, bad breath, constant gas, poor immune response, fever, respiratory problems, chronic viral or bacterial symptoms, and body odor. I'm not bragging when I say this, but because it took me a long time to really get healthy and my system to get clean, but when I sweat, my odor does not have a smell. I mean, I consume so many divine essences and oils and live vibrations that when I sweat, it smells good. I mean, it doesn't have a funky odor. And I can't say this was the case when I was toxic, because I used to layer my underarms with deodorant to prevent from smelling because my body was toxic. The tongue is a good indication of your toxicity. If people would just pay attention to certain parts of their body, pay attention to your eyes, we need to start giving the cells what the cells require. You're sick now because your body is malnourished. Period. And we get the nutrition when we start juicing. You say, well, how about a blender? No. I love the blender, don't get me wrong, and I think that there's a time and a place for blending. I love my Vitamix, but if you're hardcore on wanting to heal the body, you need to separate the fiber so that your digestive system doesn't have to do this for you. You only want to fuel the cells with live healing enzymes. I love to fast. Many divine people in the past have fasted, Jesus, for example, and I think this can be very healthy, but I'm telling you, you don't have to fast. I'm telling you, you can juice feast. It's not a fast, it's a feast on live vibrational enzymes. Going to raise your vibration, detoxify, alkalize. 3 parts of our body should be slightly more acidic. Our stomach, our skin, our saliva, these should be slightly more acidic in nature, but everything else should be alkaline, and this is the problem currently, is it's not. You're not consuming alkaline food, so how can you expect your body to be alkaline? You say, well, I drink alkaline water. No, this doesn't make any sense to be drinking all this overly alkaline water. I'll do a whole nother video on that. Our water should be flowing, should be living, vibratory, bottled water, stagnant water, water from a tap is toxic water. This is not going to increase your vibrations. We're sick now because we're consuming toxic, poisonous, dead water. You say, well, I just drink distilled. Well, no, this is no good either, because the water naturally should contain minerals. It makes no sense that we're drinking all of this distilled water. I'm not an advocate of distilled water. Water should be living and flowing and vibratory with nutrients already in the water. This is how the water is healing. You want to heal your condition, start to infuse your water with shungite stones. Get some elite and noble shungite. Stay tuned for part 2 on my video on that. But this releases fullerenes into the water. It's antihistaminic water, literally anti-aging water. And it will also purify the water if you leave it sit in there long enough. It will take out a lot of the toxins and the chemicals that are in just everyday tap water. But I don't recommend using your shungite that way. I recommend getting some purified water and then putting the shungite in it. And this is how you're going to work to rid your parasitic state. If you drink shungite water and juice and only consume live enzymes and start applying essential oils, you will rid your parasitic condition. It may take a while, but please don't get discouraged through this process. You'll notice as you're ridding your parasites that you're going to have some die-off symptoms, and this can cause pain, it can cause numbness, it can cause tingling, it can cause itching. Many times when people are killing parasites, they'll have back itches or leg itches or itches in really weird places where it just feels like you just need to dig in deep to scratch it. And I'm going to tell you to scratch it with an essential oil. Scratch it with a lavender, a clove layered with jojoba or black cumin seed oil, a really good carrier oil, olive oil, one that's got a small molecular size. Coconut oil is great as a barrier before you go out of your house. I love to layer my body with coconut oil before I leave with a blend like the Thieves. Because the Thieves has clove and eucalyptus and lemon and rosemary, all of these phenol type oils that will help to protect you, antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial oils that will help to protect your body from the toxins that rain down in the air. You know, the body, see that sacred, let me go up just a little bit. See that flower of life back there? Imagine right in the center of that being the pineal gland. And the pineal gland secretes high, and it flows from the top of the head all the way to the bottom of the feet. And it pushes this energy out. When you detoxify and you rid the parasitic condition, you'll discover that your body literally will radiate this divine energy out. You'll have a literal auric field. You'll have this electromagnetic energy field will radiate out. When I decalcified my pineal gland and I rid the mercury from my mouth, I started seeing auras around living things with heartbeats. The problem is most people don't have an auric field, or it's a hazy gray or a hazy white, because the body is toxic. The body is polluted. I'm telling you, the sky is the limit, literally, when you decalcify and you rid the parasitic state. Anything is possible. Parasites, ringworm, tapeworm, pinworm, candida albicans, yeast infections, plasmodia, which is the malaria-causing parasite, roundworms, including hookworms, whipworms, flukes, including the blood flukes, microscopic parasites, and all parasitic larvae and eggs, all microscopic protozoa, tuberculosis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, cholera, scabies, viruses, bacteria, fungi, including all species of Shigella, staph, strep, bacteria, fungal infections, threadworms, skin parasites, including scabies. I could go on, and I won't, because you get the picture. But in addition to these larger parasites, please know that parasites are at the microscopic fungal level. These spores, this bacteria that's layered up in the colon, this is the reason why if you really want to get hardcore on detoxifying your body, you're going to want to start to incorporate a coffee enema pretty fast, so that you can dump some of the sludge that has accumulated in the colon. You can't heal your body if you're just flooding the tree and the cells with live enzymes all day, every day, and not clean the colon. You say, well, I take senna, I take these herbs to clean my colon. No, this isn't getting deep into the colon. It's not taking the layers of sludge off. Years and years of layers of sludge there. Putrefaction, parasites, leaching nutrients from your body, making you feel tired. Your sluggishness now, your chronic fatigue now, your fibromyalgia now is due to a toxic colon, toxic liver, and a parasitic issue. Dump the toxins from your colon, and the green coffee bean, a bean that's not roasted or burned, has palmitic acid, and it hits the hemorrhoidal vein, and this contracts the peristaltic action. This is what we need to do. This runs a system and runs an antioxidant system in the body called S-glutathione transferase. This is a master antioxidant. We need to get the body to produce this antioxidant on its own to heal the body. It's a precursor for superoxide dismutase. This is the reason why I love to juice rainbow Swiss chard and cantaloupes, muskmelon. The seeds of the melons contain superoxide dismutase. This is a master antioxidant. Stay tuned for a video on that. But basically, if you want to rid your parasitic condition, just watch some videos on this channel. Most of the videos that I've done already are anti-parasitic herbs and oils. I did 2 parts on clove and how to apply clove, and clove will help to decalcify your pineal gland too. So watch that 2-part series on clove. Fennel, you're in the beginning of a detoxification process, start to include lots of fennel in your juice, not lots, but just a little bit in the beginning, and build up to using more and more. Fennel will help to rid the parasites. The seeds of the papaya, I've got a papaya seed anti-parasitic video on this channel, and if you'll combine the seeds of the papaya with manuka honey, take this a couple times a day, it's really going to work to rid these parasitic conditions. Take the diatomaceous earth, but see, you've got to hit the parasites from every angle. You can't just do one broad spectrum thing and it's going to cover all of it. Let me get into some of the specific... In part 2 of this video, I'm going to go through the one-cell parasites, because these are what attack the nervous system and the blood. I may not do part 2. I mean, you can research this, but I know so much about parasites, and I really want to relay a lot of this information to you, because this is how you heal the body. Lymes, Morgellons, all of these conditions are parasitic conditions, and sometimes it's very, very difficult to work to rid these, because the parasites are going to tell you you can't do it. They're going to control what you're thinking regarding this, and you're going to reject this. You're going to press into what you know is going to heal your body. The first step in herbs and oils, we need them to have the ability to kill parasites, their larvae, their eggs. Different herbs have the capacity of killing different parasite species. Some kill the bigger worms, while others destroy the microscopic ones. I recommend using many of these together for totally effective parasite removal. You want to use many of these that I'm about to list off all at one time. You're going to want to take notes on this. The second category of herbs is the purifiers. We need to purify our blood. The Pau D'Arco, the dandelion, the burdock, these are going to help work to the Pau D'Arco and the burdock, sheep sorrel, slippery elm. We need to purify the blood during this process as well. The blood is dirty, the blood is toxic, and see, when you decalcify your pineal gland, blood runs right through there. It's the only area of the brain that the blood flows through. There's a blood-brain barrier everywhere else, and see, this is why the blood needs to be clean when you do decalcify the pineal gland. It needs to be clean. The last group of herbs is digestion and colon helpers. To rid the parasitic state, I can't stress enough how much you got to clean your colon. Parasites, larvae, eggs are removed from the body through the colon, and a lot of times if the colon is already backed up, they'll just sit there and accumulate. So you might be ridding them everywhere in your whole body, but they're backed up in the colon. This is the reason why I love to do a coffee enema using the green coffee bean. Watch the video on coffee enemas on this channel from Charlotte Gerson, because she knows how to heal the body. During parasite removal, the digestive system is working extra hard to expel parasites and toxins. There are specific herbs that help keep the digestive system running smoothly. Okay, let me break down some herbs. The black walnut, dried, ground green hulls of the black walnut contain tannin, which is an all-organic iodine, as well as juglandin, Juglandin, jugalone, and juglanic acids. It has been used for centuries to expel various types of worms, including parasites that cause skin irritation, such as ringworm. It helps to oxygenate the blood, which also helps to kill the parasites. I love, love, love black walnut green hulls. Black walnut is very effective against tapeworms, pinworms, candida albicans, yeast infections, malaria. It's also effective in reducing the sugar levels. and helping to rid the body itself of toxins. I love black walnut. Wormwood. By the way, anti-parasitic blend that I like, in addition to the Gaia brand, this is one that's a staple for me. Wormwood Black Walnut by Gaia. I love that because it has clove and ginger and all those in with it. It's one of my favorite formulas. I don't like this one so much. I'll just let you know. It doesn't seem to be quite as effective for me, the Now brand. I like some of their organic stuff, but if the other ones don't say they're organic, I just don't trust them, and I notice that the potency is not quite as good. The Gaia compared to that Now brand, it's night and day difference, folks. But anyway, another good company that makes, I think it is a family-owned company, and I don't work for these companies, guys. I'm not a snake oil salesman trying to sell you something, but Humaworm. Just look it up, Humaworm. This helped me rid my parasitic conditions. It really did. And you can get, for around $50, you can have a whole parasitic cleanse kit sent to you. And they're just capsules. You just take these capsules and they work wonderfully if you're juicing and flooding your cells with live enzymes to go along with it. Wormwood. The most powerful of the parasitic killing herb kingdom is most effective against roundworms, hookworms, whipworms. Wormwood was used by the Native Americans for years and years for healing of all types. Wormwood also contains santonin, which is a known that's santonin, which is known as a remedy for parasitic diseases. It is the second most bitter herb known to man and has been proven as a powerful remedy against malaria. Wormwood also contains sequiterpenes lactones, which work similar to peroxide by weakening the parasitic membrane, therefore killing the parasites. Wormwood also helps produce bile, which in turn helps the liver and the gallbladder. This is going to help with the peristaltic action in the body so that we can start to eliminate the waste and the toxins. I love wormwood. But if you're getting this, I like to support these companies that harvest this stuff organically and ethically. I don't like companies that are raping the soil for the herbs. So many of these divine antioxidants that we're consuming, man, they're just outright raping the earth for this, and this shouldn't be. To heal our body, we need to all become farmers and start growing our own stuff because it carries a live vibration while it's still inside the earth. The basil is juiced best when you just snip a few pieces off of your basil growing in your home and you juice it. You got a sore throat, you chew on a couple of leaves of the basil, it'll take care of your sore throat fast. You got a little fever, you're going to want to juice some basil. You need an immunity boost, you're going to want to juice some basil. You want to help to rid the fungal condition in the body, you're going to want to juice tarragon and basil and fennel, all these divine adaptogens that are going to raise your vibrations. Cloves. Clove contains eugenol. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about cloves. I'll give you a basic overview because I've already got 2 videos on it. Carophylline and tannins, which are powerful antimicrobial properties. These components are what actually travel in the bloodstream, killing microscopic parasites and all parasitic larvae and eggs. Eugenol is the most powerful antimicrobial agents known on the face of the earth. Eugenol kills all microscopic protozoa and removes parasitic eggs in every stage of development. Cloves are tremendously effective in killing malaria, tuberculosis, cholera, scabies, and other parasites, viruses, bacteria, fungi, including candida albicans. Clove also destroys all species of Shigella, staph, strep. Essential oils have a divine intelligence. They've got a super small molecular size. They penetrate the skin instantly, and they go right to work. In my opinion, these oils have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, and there's some information out there regarding that. And this is the reason why we need to all to heal our body, we need to become aromatherapist, we need to become massage therapist, we need to become reflexologist, and we need to learn the vibrations of these oils to heal our body, because how you heal your body is through these plant essences. And the essential oils, if they're processed correctly, correctly. There again, I don't like the oils just sold at most of the health food stores because they're cut with propylene glycols and synthetic chemicals. 90% of the lavender that's sold is not harvested ethically, and it's not organic, and it's cut with synthetic chemicals. This is not going to increase your vibrations. Most of the time, this lavender that people are applying today, thinking they're ridding their parasitic condition, is not an organic lavender. This is a synthesized lavender. Not going to be good for you. Thyme. I have a video on thyme. Thyme contains thymol, carvacrol, flavonoids, which are effective in killing bacteria such as fungal infections, yeast infections, especially effective in killing hookworms, roundworms, threadworms, skin parasites. Thyme also destroys aspergillus, salmonella, staph, E. coli. It's a powerful, powerful antibiotic. See, we want the antibiotic type oils. And we want to be consuming these oils in a dried, powdered form, or just the oil, or layering the oil on our body. Thymol is 25 times more effective than phenol, but much less toxic. Thyme is the primary ingredient in Listerine, but Listerine has all those other toxic things in there. But this is how powerful it is, because it is antibacterial and antiviral and antifungal. It's a powerful germ killer. Garlic. I love me some garlic, and I love to juice some garlic. Garlic can slow and kill more than 60 types of fungi and 20 types of bacteria, including some of the most potent viruses known to man. Garlic alone can help in controlling parasites. Garlic has a history of being able to kill parasites and control secondary fungal infections, detoxify, gently stimulate the elimination. It also has antioxidant properties to protect against oxidation caused by parasite toxins. Allicin and ajoline are two components in garlic that kill parasites, including one-cell varieties. That's Ajoene. I apologize if I said that wrong. As well as pinworms, hookworms. Garlic has antimicrobial activity, including antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, antiprotozoal, antiparasitic. Kills E. coli, staph, salmonella, all of these nasty things. Garlic is very effective in Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Garlic also kills Microsporum. I love garlic. Garlic is so wonderful for ridding the parasitic state. You're going to want to start consuming garlic, and don't get the garlic where they've taken the odor out. Don't buy this odorless garlic. We need this odor to heal our body. Fennel. This herb is known as to be an antiparasitic. Fennel is used to help remove and expel parasites and their waste from the body. Fennel doesn't play around. Fennel is also very effective against candida albicans. So in addition to juicing just a little bit of it with the basic juice blend, just juice some fennel straight if you don't have the oil, and you can apply this fennel directly to the scalp. You can make a foot soak with apple cider vinegar and put a little fennel oil along with cloves, lemon, eucalyptus, lemongrass, just whatever oils resonate for you, lavender, to help to rid this parasitic state. Before you go to bed, you're going to want to apply essential oils to the bottom of your feet, all up and down the spine. Remember, parasites harbor all up and down around the spinal column. So we've got to be hitting it with antifungal, anti-parasitic oils. Oils that help open up the receptor sites. Layer it first with a good carrier oil, of course, like jojoba. Jojoba mimics a lot of the same properties of our skin, which is the reason why I love that as a carrier oil. Olive oil is also good, and of course my favorite is black cumin seed oil, because it goes in deep just by itself. We need to all be taking Nigella sativa, the black cumin seed oil, if you've got it for any condition at all, baby. That oil is going to help take care of you. It's a miraculous healing elixir of longevity, in my opinion. Used since ancient days, written on pyramid walls, included in all of the divine ancient text for us to know about is the Nigella sativa. So get familiar with it and start consuming it every day. Milk thistle. I've got a video on milk thistle on this channel. Milk thistle helps dump the toxins from the liver. This is what we need to do. The component that causes milk thistle to help toxin clearance is similarin. Milk thistle aids in toxin clearance by promoting healthy liver cell regeneration and is antioxidant action, protects against cell damage from toxins. Milk thistle is so helpful for the body to clear toxins given off by parasites. Remember, as you're ridding this parasitic state, these parasites are going to be, they're going to be breaking down some nasty, nasty toxins, and we need the milk thistle so that we can dump the toxins from the liver. So start taking a capsule of milk thistle. I like the Gaia brand milk thistle. It's wonderful, and I've got a whole video on that. So watch that and learn how to start consuming milk thistle. Marshmallow root. Marshmallow root contains a great amount of mucilage, meaning when marshmallow root gets wet, it's very soft and sticky and soothes the mouth, throat, stomach, intestinal tract. When the parasites are dislodged from the tissue, they leave an open sore. The marshmallow root covers these sores so there will be no irritation. So we need to have a blend, an anti-parasitic blend, which you can get all of your own individual herbs on all of this or make your own. Many of these can be made into a tea or a tincture, but you want to include the marshmallow root. Pau D'Arco. Pau D'Arco doesn't play around. I've got a video on that. It's probably one of my favorite videos on this whole channel because I'm so passionate about what it does. It's used for candida yeast infections and other fungal infections, viral infections, and parasitic infections. Very good for cancer. Also, cystitis, ringworm, gonorrhea, syphilis. Pau D'Arco is one of the most powerful antioxidants and immune system stimulants in the herbal kingdom, period. Ginger. Gingerol doesn't play around. I've already talked about that. Cayenne. Cayenne helps to destroy parasites. We need to increase the circulation in the body. So it's very effective at doing this and very effective at eliminating parasites. Burdock. Burdock removes accumulated waste toxins from the skin, kidneys, mucus, and serous membranes. A very effective blood purifier. Burdock root is wonderful for head, face, neck, skin problems including eczema, psoriasis, boils, carbuncles, styes, sores, dermatitis. Burdock is antibacterial, antifungal, antimicrobial. It will raise your vibrations. I love burdock. I love to just get the root of burdock and just juice it. I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like it. It combines really well with apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, beet, a little bit of burdock. Man, this burdock is going to help to purify your blood. Fenugreek works very much like elecampane with added blood purifying qualities. Elecampane. This herb is used to the lungs what marshmallow root is to the digestive tract. It's a natural expectorant which helps to coat and soothe the lungs. See, understand that these microscopic fungi are attached and in the lungs as well, and this is hard to remove these. It really is. It's also antibacterial. It helps to purify the lungs. Barberry, the ingredients of barberry, berberine, columbine. Please know that many of these things will also damage the good flora in the body. Too much berberine, golden seal, for example, will damage the good flora. This is the reason why it's not recommended to do the golden seal more than 10 days straight. But if you're doing this and you're juicing, you're getting your prebiotics. I also recommend taking, while you're cleansing, glucomannan, cognac root fiber. This helps to build all of the flora, not just limited strains like the probiotics do. You want to be consuming live fermented foods while you're juicing too. Get a SCOBY and learn to make your own kombucha. Drink your own kombucha. Don't drink all this store-bought kombucha with all this added sugar in it. It's only going to make your condition worse. Don't feed the parasites what the parasites want, and they want sugar. I'm not talking about the simple sugar in the carrot or the apple. I'm talking about the refined sugar. Anytime you're taking sugar out of something and putting it back into something as an additive to make things sweeter, no. This is going to help to toxify and acidify your body. Cascara sagrada, known as buckthorn, stimulates increased wave-like contractions of the large intestine. It's also been known to expel parasites through its wave-like actions in the lower intestine. Highly recommended for parasite removal. It's antiviral. It helps to detoxify the colon. It's a natural laxative. Senna. Senna is a very powerful laxative. I don't recommend too much senna, but senna occasionally is wonderful because we've got to expel the worms out. Senna works best when combined with other herbs such as ginger, fennel. I recommend ginger and fennel with the senna because senna can be harsh on your tummy. Senna effectively cleanses the elimination system. You can make a really good senna tea before bed with ginger and fennel and lavender. Drink this before you go to bed. If you're wanting a juice for bed, juice the celeriac along with some ginger, some tarragon, some basil, some lavender. These are going to help to rid the parasites overnight and alkalize the body. Throw in an apple if you want to for taste. A green one with loads of malic acid and pectin. The Granny Smiths are a little tartar, and they help the greens, the phytonutrients in the greens disperse and become absorbed better in the body. Sage. Sage is very powerful to relax the muscle linings in the digestive tract. Sage contains relatively high levels of thujone, which is the same ingredient in wormwood that kills parasites. Sage is also used to increase circulation. It's considered to be an excellent remedy for poor digestion of the stomach. Psyllium. Just as a fiber, but I actually prefer glucomannan over psyllium, but either one is fine as long as it's processed correctly and organic, because we need some of this bulk to bulk out the colon and rid the parasites in the colon. Yellow dock. Works as a laxative, but unlike other laxatives, yellow dock also promotes bile flow, which purifies the blood, and is rich in digestible iron, which helps restore the body. As you're ridding your parasites, you may notice you've got more diarrhea, and so you think something's wrong as a result of this. Well, something is wrong. Something's been wrong all your life, and now the toxins are being eliminated. So don't back off of it just because you have diarrhea a lot when you're trying to hardcore rid your parasites. These parasites need to go. So this diarrhea is actually a wonderful thing as you're detoxifying your body. Don't be afraid of it. Just press into it and nourish your cells with live enzymes by juicing as you're doing this. I guarantee it's going to take care of the issue. Lots of ginger. It's going to take care of any kind of upset stomach and indigestion, aches, pains. Ginger does it all. Cramp bark. Components of cramp bark: vitamin K, hydroquinones, coumarins, salicin, salicides, arbutin, sterol, tannin, resin. Greatly calms the GI tract, cramping by relaxing the smooth muscles. The gastrointestinal tract, cramping by relaxing the smooth muscles. It also greatly helps general muscle cramping. This will reduce any cramping that might occur while your colon is working to expel parasites. So remember that about cramp bark, because you are going to cramp up when these parasites start to become eliminated. Peppermint. Peppermint is known for relieving indigestion, but it also relaxes the stomach muscles, relieves gas, good for nausea, vomiting. Peppermint also has anti-parasitic properties. I recommend black walnut around 200 to 300 milligrams, wormwood 100, cloves 100. Always get fresh cloves. All this clove that we're buying at the store, most of this is radiated clove, and we don't want this. Get it as organic and as close from the source, as close to the source as possible, meaning as close to when it was pulled up from the ground. This is when it still carries its vibrations. And protect all of your oils and your herbs. I can't stress that enough. If you're putting all of your oils and your herbs right by the outlets in your homes, no. Build a Faraday cage for your oils. Something lined with copper or foil to block all of the electromagnetic frequencies that are affecting the vibrations of our oils and our essences. I actually put a few pieces of this in my oils. That is shungite, the elite noble shungite, and that's a little piece of sage down there. I had that next to my beeswax, but I put that in with all my oils and herbs, and if I order some from a company, a bulk herb in a powder form, wormwood, for example, or black walnut, that's already been ground down, I will put a few of those in there just to help to protect it. because that, in my opinion, you've got to protect the vibrations of these divine essences. Thyme, 100 milligrams garlic, 200 milligrams fennel, 100 milligrams cayenne, 100 milligrams ginger. A good starting dose is around 100 milligrams, but of course you want to work up to using a lot more than that. Gentian, hyssop, milk thistle, marshmallow root, all 100 milligrams each. Pau D'Arco, around 200 milligrams. Burdock, 100 milligrams. Fenugreek, 100 milligrams. Licorice, 100 milligrams. Barberry, 200 milligrams. Cascara sagrada, not as much, 25. Senna, not as much, between 10 and 25. Sage, 100. Psyllium or glucomannan, around 200 milligrams. Yellow dock, around 50 to 100 milligrams. Cramp bark, between 25 and 100 milligrams. Peppermint, between 100 and, 300 milligrams would be my recommendation. Of course, none of this is intended to treat or diagnose. My videos are not instructional. If you have serious medical conditions, seek the advice of a natural healthcare practitioner. But that blend that I just gave you, by the way, is the blend that the Humaworm brand has most of that in it. Let me give you some oils. The first step in controlling parasites is to begin a juice feast or to fast. We've got to cleanse the body. I don't recommend just fasting without nutrients, because your body is lacking nutrients. So I recommend a juiced feast. But we need to give the digestive system a break. I can't stress that enough. A clean colon is particularly important. So oils that are good for cleaning the colon are tarragon, anise, tansy, basil, peppermint, ginger, lemongrass, nutmeg, and fennel. Of course, you cannot forget juniper, clove, mountain savory, thyme, lavender. So a blend for a parasite retention enema. You can retain this in inside your body. It's 10 drops of ginger, 10 drops of a digestive oil blend. Some that I just listed off for you. Make your own. And 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now, I use black cumin seed oil, but that's pretty harsh for some people, so I recommend olive oil if you're wanting to rectally retain these oils. But man, you rectally retain some oils, oh yeah. Use nightly for 7 nights, and then rest for 7 nights, and then repeat this cycle 3 more times to eliminate all stages of parasitic development. Oh yeah. We can compress oils warm over the intestinal area 2 times a week. We can massage the Vitaflex points throughout the body daily. Massage up to 6 drops to the instep area on both of your feet, the colon, the abdominal area. We can ingest oils 3 times a week or more. Between 1 and 3 times a week. I love to ingest oils, and when I ingest them, I either encapsulate them in a veggie cap with coconut oil, or this is how I make my own vitamin C too. I extract the peel from the lemons and the limes, the oil from the peel of the lemons and the limes through a fully masticating juicer with the blank screen still on, so it extracts out everything. And then it extracts a little bit out, and then I will put this in a veggie capsule along with some coconut oil, usually some ginger. For the bedtime, I will encapsulate some with lavender in it. Anyway, those are all just little helpful tips if you're trying to rid your parasitic condition. Let me also tell you, I wrote down a few more oils I don't think I covered. Oregano. We cannot forget oregano. I've got, I think, 2 videos on this channel for oregano. Oregano will do it all, folks. No joke. It really, really will. Chamomile is good. Tea tree, vetiver. Cedarwood is antifungal. Eucalyptus, manuka. I love manuka. I love the honey and I love the oil. Myrrh, patchouli, spikenards, tea tree, yuzu. Those are all antifungal essential oils, so get familiar with all of those. Also, one other thing that I didn't mention is the pumpkin seeds. I love pepitas. Eat a lot of pepitas and eat a lot of papaya seeds if you're trying to rid the body of parasites. It's really going to help to rid these pesky buggers. Anyway, get your juice on. Start juicing. Start taking zeolite. Start taking diatomaceous earth. Build up to doing this 3 or 4 or 5, 6 times a day. Start with just once. Start tomorrow. And then press into the juicing more and more, and then press into all of these herbs. Either get them in a formula like the Humaworm makes, or get a Gaia brand Parasite blend like the Wormwood Black Walnut Supreme. That's a great one. You can get all of the herbs individually, but start consuming all of those herbs that I mentioned. Start using essential oils. A couple of weeks into the detox process, start getting familiar with essential oils. You want to do a patch test on the inside of your arm with the essential oil first. Okay, make sure there's no negative reaction. Make sure you're using a pure organic oil, and then get your oil on, baby. This is how you're going to increase your vibrations and how you're going to heal and regenerate and stimulate. There's nothing quite like essential oils. I appreciate you all. I am grateful for you staying tuned in for an hour. I didn't mean to go on that long, but I feel like I covered a lot of information, so I really do hope that you take something from this. Now, you'll notice in the detox process you're going to itch, okay? You're going to be itching all over, in the middle of your back, parts of your body you can't hardly reach. Hit this with an oil. I'm not kidding. Hit it with the lavender, hit it with the clove, hit it with the oregano, hit it with the blend. My favorite one is lavender, clove, and frankincense, and myrrh, and helichrysum. That's a really good one. The Thieves blend is awesome to hit an itch with. It's going to really, really help to take care of the parasites, because as the parasites are dying off, they're going to be itching and you're going to be scratching. Okay, so hit it with an oil so that we can just take care of it, and the oils are going to take care of you. Layer your scalp with black cumin seed oil and rosemary before you go to bed. Just a little bit, but layer the scalp with this, and it's going to help to overall increase your vibrations. Rosemary is good for dandruff. It's good for stimulation of the scalp, good for hair growth. So that's just a little helpful tip. That's something that I do. And I was having trouble with hair loss for a long time while I was parasitic, but I'm not anymore, thank goodness. So I'm trying to actually regrow some hair now. But anyway, you guys have a great day. I am so grateful to you. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. I've got so many wonderful things that I want to share with you. We're all going to learn to get healthy together. You don't have to suffer any longer. No more sickness and no more pain, baby, for us. We're awake. Our pineal gland is secreting. These vibrational vortex energies are opened up, and healing is occurring. We're pushing this divine auric energy out. It's infectious. It's raising other people's vibrations when they come into contact with us. When they're just in the presence of us, it's going to raise the vibrations. You know, I can't tell you how many times a negative atmosphere has completely shifted when I've entered a room. And I'm not bragging by saying that, because it's not me. It's the light that's within me. You guys have a great day.